What is up, legends? It's Mark here. We got a motherfucking Q&A today. Ask me anything. Let's make this a freaking good one, man. Dude, I gotta tell you, man, I've been working so hard on our elite event that we have coming up. It's fucking next week. Holy shit. I knew that. It's next week. But I literally think, I'm not just saying this, I think this is going to be one of the best Ecom events, period, ever. Amazing speakers. We're not going to like completely, pack the room with like thousands of people, then dilute the quality. It's going to be only guys that are doing numbers that are fucking killing it. And I'm going to be speaking. My partner Alex is going to be speaking. It's going to be fucking amazing. I'm so excited for that. Unfortunately, we're basically sold out. So this is all just FOMO for everybody watching that doesn't have a ticket. Sorry. But let's have an AMA, guys, today. Let me get the chat pulled up right here. You know the drill. Let me know where you're listening in from. Let's freaking get into it. Oos, what's up? GCO, what's good? What's good? Sean, what's up? We got Arc Bites from Bangkok. Man, what the hell time is it in Bangkok right now, bro? Why are you up? Why? We got one of my team members lives in Bangkok, actually, so I think it's got to be like 3 in the morning there. Shout out to you. A loyal one. Kevin, got 30 minutes to tune in on my work break right now. Hey, man, you're in the right fucking place, baby. Let's fucking go. Oost, I'll be attending the next event. Have it in Miami, please. Maybe we'll see. So, yeah, guys, it's just going to be a standard AMA. So whatever questions you got, let's just fucking get into it. Man, I just got done with a brutal leg day. It's never enough, bro. It's never enough pain. I'm always wanting more. Just give me more pain, bro. Please. I need to feel something. You guys relate? That's all I want at the end of the day, man. I just want to feel something. I go and try to induce as much physical pain in my body as remotely possible. All right, first question. Cybird, what's up, dude? Good to see you. All right. Let's start with Sukhveer Gill. Hi, Mark. From last week, I'm getting 2 to 4 orders daily, but yesterday was 1 order, and today is nothing. Oh, my God. 2 to... All right, I can't be too... I don't want to be too disrespectful, bro. But if you're going from 2 to 4 orders a day, and then you go to 1, then you go to 0, the level of volume is so low that you're going to have massive volatility, bro. You're going to have days where you do, 2, 3, 4, 5 orders, and the next day you do 0. It's normal. You're barely spending anything on... You're barely getting any traffic. It's normal for you to have these massive fluctuations. That's why, like, the first hurdle that you have to get over if you're launching a brand is just getting to that initial level of stability. In my opinion, that's around like 500 to 1K a day in spend. Not in revenue. That's really the level that you start to achieve at least a little bit of stability. But for you, man, you're basically over analyzing the micro amount of data that you have right now. And that leads to highly emotional decisions that don't serve you whatsoever. Omer, besides all the branding strategy and etc., what path are you following while advertising? Organic or fully ads? Dude, we are strongly biased for organic. Fuck for ads. Jesus. The leg day sucked all the brain cells out of me. We're heavily biased towards organic. Fuck! Let me try this again. We're heavily biased towards paid. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we love ads, man. That's my whole thing. Fucking run more ads. So we're running on Facebook, on TikTok, on Google, and on YouTube mostly. And we like spending the majority there. We do have all of our organic channels set up and we're posting there, but typically organic only amounts to like 10 to 20%, 20% on like the high end of sales on a daily basis. So if we're at like 10K a day, maybe like 1 to 2K a day will come from organic. But ultimately the thing that drives your business, that grows your business, is advertising. It's paid fucking advertising. That's why it's one of the single-handedly best skills that you could ever learn, just learning how to run fucking ads. One of the best skills you can learn ever, period. End of story. You an alum. Mark, are you hiring a media buyer? No, I'm not actively looking. Ooh. Well, it depends, man. Are you a fucking savage? I mean, I'm always hiring savages. If you're interested, man, you can just send me a DM on IG, and I can shoot over our application to you. I was about to say no, like I'm not actively hiring a media buyer right now, but I'm always actively hiring fucking savages. So if that's you can send me a message. By savage, I mean like you already have a fucking resume. You've already proven yourself in previous offers. You're really, really good at what you do. That's what I mean by savage. I don't mean somebody that just wants it. It's not enough. You need to really, really want it and also be an incredible learner and also have experience, at least a little bit. In my opinion, hiring for culture is actually a better option than hiring based off of experience. Because somebody who's super, super experienced but is totally not a culture fit, that person is going to drive your team into the fucking dirt. Next question. Oos, what are your thoughts on dropshipping supplements? I haven't personally dropship supplements. We are building a supplement brand right now. Or let me rephrase that. We're adding supplements to an existing brand that we have. But in terms of dropshipping them, I love the supplement market. I think it's a great market to sell in. Oh, another question about the supplement niche. What about the certification, FDA, etc.? Man, you'd probably have to ask my team on the certifications and working around the FDA. But generally speaking, it's very, very important that you validate the product first, right? So I say this all the time, but I'm just going to repeat myself because it's such an important point. You need to validate that you're selling something that people actually want before you start worrying about all the logistical nightmares around the fulfillment of your product. Next question. Morocco. Hi, Mark. How are you doing? Doing fucking amazing, Morocco. Amazing. So sorry, do you eat sugar? Yes, I eat sugar. Oh man, I could go on so many tangents right now. All these impulsive thoughts in my brain. I'll fight them off for now. We'll see. C, do you think it's possible to start with $100 and see how expensive ad campaigns are? Listen, man, and anybody watching this video right now, I would not recommend running ads if you have less than $2,000 to spend on them. I'm not going to sit here and paint a beautiful picture of what it's like to run ads with a low budget because it's not fucking pretty. 90% of the time, if you have under that number, at least under 1K, bro, there's a fucking steep learning curve with paid ads. I don't care what mentorship you have. I don't care what course you learn from, how many YouTube videos you watch. You learn most by doing, not by sitting and watching. There's a point in time when I was living in San Diego and I got really obsessed about surfing. And I really, really wanted to get like good at surfing. So I started watching all these videos, all these tutorials, some of the best surfers in the world. I actually go out and start surfing. I am so trash. So terrible. You can only do so much when you're sitting behind a screen watching the thing happen. You have to actually fucking get your hands dirty, grow a pair of balls, and start spending some money on ads. And understand that, yes, you're going to lose money. And the reason I say lose money in quotes is because you're not actually losing money. You're buying data. And that's how the fucking ad game works, okay? You spend money. You don't see it come back immediately. Oh my God, what a shock. I spent money on ads and I don't see it come back immediately. Fuck. No. Be a rational media buyer. Read the data. What is it telling you? What is the ad data telling you? How much are people engaging with your ads? Which hooks and angles are resonating with people the most? Double down on those. Cut out all the noise. Then look at your funnel. Diagnose the funnel. Where is shit working versus where is shit not working? Where's the drop off? What is not within KPI? It's a logical game that we play here, guys. But if you don't have some money to spend on paid ads, I don't recommend you do it. I want you guys to win so fucking bad. All of you watching this video right now, I want you all to win. I do. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you about how you can start running ads with $100. I would just highly, highly recommend against that. Arc Bites. It's 1 a.m. here. Shout out to you, bro. A loyal ass Mark Builds Brands follower. I like it. I'm selling health products, but I've got high CPMs, $40 to $50. Could it be because of aggressive funnels? So I'd want to know where you're advertising. And I definitely want to look at your creative and your funnels. It's very possible it's because of your aggressive funnel, bro. Like if you're using generally aggressive language on the landing page, Facebook is going to, you're going to pay the consequence from Facebook with high CPMs. So that's, if that's a thought in your head, the answer is probably yes. Like I said, I can't see your ads right now, so I can't really say, but it's very, very likely that that's true. Laven, how can I learn ecom from scratch? I'm 18 and looking to do ecom in the future after upskilling myself in copywriting, marketing, etc. Dude, you're doing all the right things, man. Copywriting is one of the most important skills when it comes to ecom. It's literally like if you understand copy, media buying, and funnels, bro, you're going to be a fucking lethal ecom dude. Lethal. I don't think you guys understand. Most people in the dropshipping space, in ecom in general, they're not as, how do I say this in the most non-PC way? They're just not super well versed in direct response. Like comparative to other industries, direct response on the internet has been around since the inception of the internet. Like there was guys that if I said their names, nobody would know them. That were running ads and running offers on the internet in like 2001. They were the mentors of the people that you guys consider the OGs. If you think of like the OGs in this space, you would probably think of like Ty Lopez or Sam Ovens. But guess who they got mentored by? And guess who their mentors got mentored by? There's always somebody that came before you. And the first people to really start selling on the internet, they were selling less so with direct response specifically. They were selling less so with physical products and a lot more digital, a lot more info. So long story short, Laven, to answer your question, keep going down the rabbit hole of copywriting. Start to understand media buying as well. Those two skills, man, they're so fucking lethal. I can't even tell you. So look, I've hired copywriters. I've hired media buyers. The two skills, they typically don't mix, right? Personality-wise, a person that's a really good copywriter is rarely a good media buyer. There are very, very few exceptions to that rule, me being one of them. I got started in media buying really before copywriting. I just started running ads with what I thought was copy, but it was actually, write a benefit-driven statement. Sell on the benefits, not the features. Holy shit, what a concept. Harry, how long did you fail for before you saw success? Listen, brother. I'm still fucking failing. You think it fucking ends? I mean, I went through an initial period, like before I really made money. It was about 9 months. And that was a dark fucking time. Not going to lie to you. It was dark in the sense, like my mindset was always there. And I was staying strong mentally. But I was getting shit from every fucking direction, man. And so that was the first like initial period before I got any type of traction. A lot of people succeed a lot faster. Some people it takes longer, right? I said this in one of my last lives, but I think it was actually one of my BBA calls that I host. But the timing is perfect. Like the trenches that many of you guys are in right now, you're going to look back on the time that you're in right now and be so thankful that you stuck it through. But only if you fucking stick it through. I have the self-esteem and self-respect to be able to look at my journey now almost 7 goddamn years ago and feel this immense sense of pride and gratitude that I actually stuck it through. I wish I could fucking put that feeling into a pill and give it to every human on this planet because it's one of the best feelings that you can fucking feel, man. When you were just faced with adversity. When everything in the universe was telling you to fucking stop, to give up, and you still kept going because you're all fucked up in the head. And then you actually do make it. You do make some money. You can look back on that period and be like, fuck, I did it. Do you guys know how fucking awesome that feels? Do you have any idea? If you don't, keep fucking going, man. It's turned into a goddamn motivational speech. But I can't tell you how good it feels to actually do that, to prove to yourself that you're actually good at something. And that when everyone was telling you you were an idiot, that you actually stuck it through and fucking made it. Real shit. W's in the chat, bro. Next question. Auntie, Mark, why is the webcam quality looking good? It needs to go back to having that Android quality. I agree, dude. I agree. It's the same fucking webcam. I don't know what it is. Gerald, which do you think is harder, info versus ecom? I think info is harder, man. The reason why is because when you're selling a product on the internet, ecom has the advantage of the product has tangible, physical, intrinsic value. It has value. You can hold it in your hand. Just the fact that you can hold it in your hand, like I can hold this mug in my hand right now, this has value because it's a physical thing, right? You can hold it, you can feel it, you can fucking drink tea out of it like I was drinking this morning. Info, on the other hand, you can't do that. You can't hold it in your hand. There's no intrinsic value whatsoever. It's all up to how you construct the perceived value of that thing, which for beginners, that is significantly harder to do. Leon, what was your first store? Bro, it was shit, let me think. It was a general store. I don't know if I even remember the name of it. I remember once I did like a whole rebrand, I had a store. I'm not gonna say the name, but it was a technology store. It's like a tech/gadget store. And I sold probably, I don't know, 20 or so products on that store. None of them were winners, ironically. I really set up probably 4 to 5 stores before I ever found a winner. And each of those stores, I was testing many, many products. It wasn't like 1 product per store, 3 products. No, it was like 10 plus products per store. I tested 50 products before I ever found a single winner. GCO, what'd you do before starting ecom? Dude, the jobs that I worked, man. I did a podcast with Alex. If you guys want to watch it, just search like Mark Builds Brands, Alex fed it off, you'll find it. But I did this podcast and I told him about one of the jobs that I was working. And I was in so I did a few things. Most of them were under the umbrella of landscaping or manual labor. So I did landscaping at a school. I've done logging. I did like fire mitigation. So what we would do, man, is, I'm from Colorado and it's very mountain-esque, right? A lot of ups and downs, a lot of mountains, a lot of hills. And what I'll do is fire mitigation. So I was working and you work on this fucking hill that's at like a 45-degree slant. Like it's really steep to get up. Like you could run that a few times and that'd be a goddamn workout, like running sprints, hill sprints. And what I would do is I would walk all the way up the hill. I would cut down trees with a chainsaw, chop them up, get all the branches off and everything, and I would have to haul all of the wood back down the hill and put it into a trailer. And then the trailer would go to another site that would break it down into like wood chips, into kindling, and into log stacks. So I would do that, and this was a fucking workout, bro. This was a workout. Oh man, it gives me nightmares. Cool part is it paid pretty well. For me at the time, I thought it paid well. I think it was like $16 an hour. But for me, I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is great. The story I was telling Alex is another job. where I was working for just this one guy, and he also lived on a slant. So like his house was here, and then his yard just went like straight down. Basically, I had to rake from the top of this fucking hill all the way down to the bottom, and it was a pretty big yard. It was a pretty big yard. I mean, this like with the place that this guy lived, you couldn't even see the neighbors, right? It's not like, you know, it's not like a classic suburb, right? You can't see the neighbors. It's a pretty large plot of land. And I'd rake all the shit to the bottom, rocks, pine needles, dirt, everything. And so dumb. Like I can't even put it into words why I did this. It was the most worthless waste of my fucking time. So I'd get all the shit to the bottom, and then I had a wheelbarrow, and I'd have to take all the shit, the dirt, the rocks, the pine needles, everything, put it in the wheelbarrow, and then wheelbarrow all that shit back up to the house, to the driveway, so I could put it in trash cans and then take it to the dump. But this shit was so fucking annoying because you'd put all the shit in here, all the rocks, all the pine needles, all the dirt, and that wheelbarrow was fucking heavy, super heavy. And I was a fucking twig back then. Like I didn't look the way that I look now. This was me, 6 or 7 years ago. I was still my same height, like 6'2", 6'3", but I weighed like $170. So imagine trying to go up this fucking hill that's bumpy, there's still rocks everywhere, and you just make one wrong turn, and the fucking wheelbarrow just turns and flips over, and all the shit spills out. You're like, what the fuck? All the work that I just did, just worthless. You have to go put all the shit back and then continue doing that process. It was terrible. Next question. How did your parents react to what you do when you made it? It's never like I went home to see my mom, for example, and I was like, Mom, I made it. I'm making so much money. I made it. I'm living in Miami. I'm balling. I fucking made it, Mom. Look at me. The thing is, if like once you start making money, if you go back to those people and you have that conversation, that's just one of the most egotistical things that you can do. I know it doesn't sound like that, and like you want to go back and like prove the haters wrong and prove everybody. I had people that doubted me to my fucking face, said you won't do that, you won't make X amount of money. I had them say that to my fucking face. And then naturally, that fueled the fuck out of me. And I did actually end up making that money. But did I go back and tell them, hey, motherfucker, look at the money that I'm making now, bitch? No, because that would just be me stooping down to their level that they were judging me with in the first place. I say this so often, but this whole game, Ecom, making money on the internet, it's not about just making money. It's about becoming a better human being. It's about being an actually good person and rising to the level of your potential. I don't want to stoop to the lowest version of Mark and go to this guy and be like, hey, bitch, remember when you said that I wasn't going to make XX amount of money? I fucking did it. Fuck you. Like, that would just be me stooping back down to the same level that he judged me with. So what's the point in that? I know that I made it. I know that I proved him wrong. What's it going to do for me to go and tell that to him? Farhan, hey, can you suggest a good learning resource to learn copywriting? I saw another comment down here. Some pretty good Unalum. These are actually fantastic recommendations, dude. Scientific advertising, great leads, the ultimate sales letter. Those are all fantastic recommendations. I'll add a few onto that. I'll add Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz. I will add the Gary Halbert letters. Copywriting Secrets by Scott Haynes. and then the Adweek copywriting handbook by Joe Sugarman. I'm looking at it. It's right fucking there. Those are all fantastic ones. One of the best things you can do, man, though, like let me say this once. Copy is like learning a new language. The best way to learn it is not to read about it. It's to read, like read about it, read the copy itself, rewrite it, and then write yourself. So let me break this down to you, okay? Because this is like, if I wanted to learn a new language, am I just going to open a book on how to read Spanish? Like if I wanted to learn how to speak the language of Spanish, would I just open a book that says how to learn Spanish and read the book? No. What I would do, if I wanted to learn copy from scratch, is number one, you can read the books, right? Read copy books. I'm just going to do CBs, copy books, right? Number two is you want to do what's called copy working. So copy working is rewriting successful sales letters. Number three, actually, I skipped a fucking step. Hold on. Before the rewriting, it's reading actual copy. Because since copy is like another language, for it to become second nature to you, you have to read it. So reading a copy book is teaching you how to do it. Reading copy is different. Like reading a full sales letter transcript, reading a full video sales letter transcript, reading a full ad, a full creative. That's the actual reading of the copy. And then you're going to rewrite the copy. So I literally have a binder full of hundreds of sales letters, video sales letters, ads that I have personally rewritten by hand. I'm talking pen to fucking paper. I've rewritten them. And then the final thing is just to write yourself. And this is obviously going to be the most powerful, right? And then if I were to add a fifth, it's get feedback. Get feedback from a really good copywriting mentor, which I've had many in my life. So again, to recap, read the copybooks. That's cool. All the ones I just said, the breakthrough advertising, things like that, to really understand the fundamentals. And then you're going to read copy, read actual sales letters, vsls, etc. Then you're going to rewrite those. And then you're going to write yourself. Not rewrite, but write yourself. Write a VSL, write a sales letter, write an ad. And then get some badass fucking copy chief to just tear it the fuck apart. And then rewrite it again. Simple as that. All right. Next question. Ecom Spy. Is it okay if my product niche has competitors with 2 million monthly visitors? That's a good amount of visitors, man. I think that is okay. The question is, like, how are you going to outcompete them? You know, one of the things that you need to keep in mind is the concept of creating competitive advantages. I created this unlisted YouTube video, actually. If you guys want to get access to it, just go to my Instagram. It's just at Mark Builds Brands right here. Go to my IG and DM me the word competitor, and I'll send it to you for free. I didn't post it on YouTube because I don't want everybody to have access to it because it's going to go over so many people's heads, but obviously not you guys because you guys are different. But if you watch that video, have it like side by side by your competitor, do a full analysis. What can you beat them at? Honestly, like be real with yourself. If they're really, really good at testing creatives and testing a lot of them and testing very well, you're not going to beat them at the creative game. If they have a really well-structured funnel with pre-sale pages, with post-purchase upsells, with OTOs, with order bumps, with everything, you're probably not going to beat them there, which would be like front-end economics. Can you beat them in back-end economics? Can you beat them, what's another thing? Can you beat them on a specific traffic channel? So maybe they're only running ads on Facebook, so you replicate it and start running ads on TikTok. Bro, I'm in India. How can I run TikTok ads? I have no fucking clue, dude. If you're in India, TikTok is banned there. I have no idea. I've set up stores in the past, but I'm clueless on how to run, do, or make ads. Dude, watch my videos, man. I put out a full creative tutorial. I think it's about 4 or 5 videos ago. Watch that whole thing, make creatives, test, launch, read the data, relaunch, adapt, evolve, make money. Loro, the Dutch is doing 100K days more than Americans. Bro, the Dutch, they do numbers. Yeah, man. They're legit over there. I don't know why just this massive market of dropshippers popped up in the Netherlands, but those guys are fucking G's, man. They do numbers for sure. Sean, what do you think about listicles for problem/solution aware? Any tips or structure to follow? Okay, so here's the thing about listicles and advertorials and whatnot and levels of awareness. So here's the first really cool thing, okay? When you're, let me just grab this fucking. Boom. All right, so here's the cool thing about when you use like these direct response funnels, like listicles and advertorials and VSLs, you can control what state people are in. With listicles, you're definitely going to be targeting like the solution aware audience, but when you use something like an advertorial or a VSL, you can control which state people are in. That's the beauty of it. For example, if you're in a weight loss market, you're marketing to people that are selling weight loss products. That are wanting to lose weight. They already know of the majority of the options that are out there. They know that they can use diet. They know they could exercise. They know there's like some stuff online, some supplements that they could potentially buy. They know they could probably get surgery if they wanted to. They could get on a GLP-1 like semaglutide, Ozempic. They're pretty aware of the solutions. The cool thing about using advertorials, about using VSLs, and about using pre-sale pages is you can warp which stage that they're in through your copy. You can take them from that solution state right back into the problem state by talking about how all the solutions that they know of are not targeting the root cause of the problem. And if you do that, you take them from the solution state back into the problem state, and then you can position your product as the ultimate real only solution because it targets the real root cause of the problem. Then you can tie in a mechanism there as well to boost your conversions. BW, image ads for funnels are better than video ads? Not necessarily, man. They both can work. Kind of depends on your offer, depends on the product that you're selling. Like video ads are used best when there's a product that if I were to put that product in front of you, you wouldn't know exactly how it works. That's when video ads work best because they can actually explain how the product works. If it's like apparel or supplement or something else where you can look at it and just know, oh, I know what that does, then image ads can work really, really well. For example, Rise, Superfoods, they're running a lot of fucking image ads because most of their stuff is supplements. Jesse, opinion about VSLs and Ecom and how would you do it? Dude, we run a lot of VSLs. I love VSLs. They're working really, really well right now, specifically like shorter form VSLs. So anywhere from like 3 to 7 minutes long is working very, very well. How would you do it? Dude, I should do a whole video about that because that would take a long, long time. I just broke down this VSL in BBA. It was so freaking good. It's one of the best VSLs that I've actually seen from Ecom guys. And I think it's because the guys that are running the brand are affiliates. And a lot of times affiliates are really, really good marketers. Sometimes, not always. All right. Any other questions, guys? I see a few more. I'll do what I can to answer these real quick. Opinions on consumer iPhone apps. Do you think they have as much potential as dropshipping products? I don't know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, I think you mean like building apps and selling them on the App Store or like white labeling apps or something. No, I don't think there's quite as much potential personally, but that's my opinion. Do you recommend testing with organic then results into paid ads? So I recommend testing with organic if you don't have any money to spend on paid ads. Paid ads is is and always will be the best fuel for your business at scale. It's very, like, it's cool to have some posts go viral on like TikTok or whatever to fuel your business and get it off the ground. But if you want that consistent, predictable traffic just flooding into your business, the best way to do that is through paid ads. Again, super biased. Super fucking biased. Run more ads. Super biased. But that's just what I believe, man. All right, last few questions, guys, then I got to bounce. All right, what we got? How much money do I need for paid ads? I'd recommend 2K, bro. 2,000 buckaroonies. How can I be perceived as a real brand, not just a dropshipper when doing organic marketing? I think you're asking the wrong question. Do what makes you more money at the end of the day, bro. I mean, I can answer the question because I know why you're asking, but I just want to put into your mind you should always be asking the right questions. To be perceived as a real brand, I mean, you probably should be a real brand. Why create the perception, you know? I mean, you can do things regarding the branding of your product pages, of your store, etc. That's why there's the whole branded dropshipping thing in the first place, because it should have the appearance of an actual brand, but it should also just be a brand, period, right? Buying the stock, holding it, selling it, holding it at 3PL, like that should really be the move. Joseph, do you test with a PDP, then use advertorials once validated, or build out the full funnel from the beginning? So I build out the full funnel from the beginning, man. But for beginners, definitely don't recommend that. I recommend for most people to go to just 0 to 1K a day with a PDP and then transfer over into a funnel. For me, I just love funnels so much, and it's like what I live, eat, and breathe. And I have a team to help me execute it. So for that reason, I'm out. No, for that reason, I do funnels from the start. Should I run more ads? Fuck yes, you should run more ads, bro. Marley, would you ever do IRL vlogs? No, probably not. It would be one of the most boring blogs of all time. Just be wake up, work out, work, smoke cigar, sleep. JCO, what was your motive behind moving to Miami? So the reason I moved to Miami specifically, man, it's actually not because of Miami itself. It's because this is where the people are that I wanted to be surrounded with. Specifically my business partners, who I'm really, really close with. They're literally some of my closest friends in life. And most importantly, they're pushing me to be better people. Always. They're revealing things about myself that I know I need to fix. They're demanding the most out of me. And you just become better because you have to rise to their level, right? In all aspects, not just financially. I mean, some of my business partners make a shit ton more money than me, and that's awesome. But they're also better than me in many other ways, you know? So in some ways, in their say-do ratio, for example. One of my business partners just has a fucking ruthless say-do ratio. I think I'm pretty good at it, but this person just knocks it out of the fucking park. Makes me look fucking pathetic. That's the feeling that you should feel with the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Like, you almost feel fucking pathetic because you're like, this person is just so far ahead of me. It's crazy. But you shouldn't let that, you know, bring you down at the same time. So that's why I moved, long story short. Do I need an advertorial to get to 1K a day with a 3 to 5 minute VSL? No, man. No, you can definitely do it with straight PDP. No problem. I just like doing it because it's fun. Okay, Tio Kaiba. Hi, Mark. Probably a stupid question. I'm building a campaign with Facebook ads. I have already created a full website with an editorial. My question is, on my ad, do I put learn more or buy now? So it depends how aware they are coming from the ad. Personally, I have not seen a very significant difference between learn more and buy now. I would vouch for learn more because you are going to an advertorial and you don't want to trigger any unnecessary sales resistance with the buy now. I mean, it's going to be so minimal. That's such a small split test. But I would just stick with learn more, dude. You really can't go wrong with that one. And it's not going to be anything that like affects your conversions that deeply. PDP is product page. Yes, correct. How many times do you work out per week? I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole here, but I was training every single day for years on end, and basically got to the point where, for health reasons, I'm overtraining basically. Like my body is extremely fatigued, and I have to. I literally have to force myself to not go now, which kind of sucks, but health is wealth. Billionaires Club. Are you pulling up to the Dubai ESS Mastermind? Of course, bro. I'm hosting it. It's me and Alex's event. I'm speaking. It's going to be fucking amazing. I'll see you there. AOV or ROAS? Oh, now we're asking the good fucking questions, baby. Let's fucking go. Oh, man. Fuck. AOV or ROAS? I'm going to go ROAS. Because technically speaking, you could have a really, really good AOV and still have a shitty ROAS. ROAS is king. Roll more ads. See you there, bro. We'll see you there. Come up and say what's up when we're in Dubai. What reassurance did you get before moving to Miami? Reassurance. Financially, revenue / network. What reassurance? I think you're probably asking like how much money was I making before moving to Miami? I had reached like a good level for myself to the point where I could move to Miami, live in a nice place, cover all my expenses, still have a good chunk of change left over. But I'm that type of guy, man, that literally wants to have income that's so fucking high and my expenses are so fucking low that it's laughable. So that's why I have to force myself to buy shit. Like I forced myself to buy a car last year, even though I didn't need one, but I forced myself to buy one because I just wanted to raise the fucking level of expenses that I had to put more pressure on myself. You know, I never want to get complacent in anything that I do. And I felt myself kind of diving into that territory. And so I was like, you know what, fuck it, man. I need to add more expenses. So I got myself a nice ass car and added more expenses. Just did it again because I moved apartments. So, Noah, why did you switch from copywriting to ecom? I actually didn't switch from copywriting to ecom, man. Just to be clear, I got into ecom in 2018. It's just I neglected copy for like realistically like the first 1 to 2 years of me running ecom. I neglected it. And so once I started really going down the rabbit hole of how copy worked, then I started to, really start to do well. Do you recommend cost caps on Facebook ads for tech creatives? No, not personally. I have a friend that switched his entire ad account. He spends like 200 to 300K a day, and he switched his entire ad account to cost caps. And it's fucking ripping for him, but you can only do it for like one SKU at a time. Why so many got in around 2018, 2019 in ecom? Bro, actually, people got in a lot later than that, typically speaking. Like, if you look at drop shipping on Google Trends, it actually peaked, I think, in 2023? Yeah, like January 2023, it actually peaked. So I thought it was fucking crazy in 2018 when I got in here, because this was like the first spike for me. And all these guys, bro, I used to watch all these guys' fucking YouTube videos like a motherfucker. Guys that now are just fucking gone, disappeared. No longevity in the game. No consistency. And yeah, as you can see, it's significantly more popular now, even than it was, and it's on a decline right now from 2023. But that's just because there's there's less shiny object syndrome. BDV, yo, bro, I just want to say how much I appreciate Omid from BBA. He's so helpful. Dude, I love that message, man. I'm going to let him know you said that, bro. That's a huge fucking compliment, man. Omid's the man. I met him in person at one of our events last year, and dude, I had no idea. He's like 6'6". He's like huge. Like, you would never know, but he's huge. Really nice guy though. Very smart. Next question. Sean, what are the advantages of having stock rather than doing branded dropshipping? I mean, bro, the biggest way is going to be the whole customer experience of somebody buying a product through a dropshipping store is generally pretty shit. The shipping times are slow. Usually it's not run like an actual business, just like some little side hustle. And when you treat your customers like that, man, doesn't go over very well. The benefit of building a brand is, number one, you're going to increase your repeat customer rate because you're just having a better relationships with your fucking customers, which means they're going to come back and buy from you over and over again. You shouldn't be so reliant. Like, let me let you guys in on a little secret. Is that cool? So the biggest ecom brands in the space right now, they're losing money on the front end, which means for every customer that they acquire, they're losing money. Losing money. Sometimes they're losing as much as like $50 per customer. How do you run a profitable business in that case? Well, it's through that repeat customer rate. It's through adding subscriptions on the back end, through having upsells. Post-purchase, like post the entire funnel path, they're still losing money. And they wouldn't be the biggest brands in the space if they just like said, fuck you to their customers after they acquire them. No, you just did all the hard work. Now you actually get to extract more money from that customer with zero extra ad spend. Dropshipping is not ecom, let me say, is not one dimensional. You shouldn't just try to only profit on the first customer that you acquire, because as you scale, it's going to get harder and harder. Your costs are going to go higher and higher. Kush. I'm just going to call you Kush. Started funnel dropshipping in EU market 2 months ago. Recently got a Stripe ban. What can be my next steps? Number one, I would just start freaking out. I would yell at your laptop screen, at least for like 20 to 30 minutes. Next step after that, man, is I would just take your laptop and throw it off your balcony. Launch it as far as you can. What would be after that? I mean, give up. No, on the real, you got to find another payment processor, man. You got to find another merchant account, obviously. But what I would recommend, dude, is you got to start applying to some other ones, man. I mean, Stripe is difficult because for a lot of these other payment processors, right, you have to provide 2 to 3 months worth of bank statements or processing history before they will, actually take you in. So I'll start applying to some other ones, man. You can use authorize.net, checkout.com. You can use Maverick, you can use Aurora, you can use Easy Pay Direct, you can use that's all I can think off the top of my head, man. Already doing that last 2 days. Hey, man, you're on the right path. Laura's like, you deserve the ban, bro. Just deliver quality to customers and don't scam shitty dropship products. Man, I 100% agree with you. I will say there's been times where Stripe is fucking corrupt, dude. Like, they will completely shut down people that are running an entirely legit operation sometimes. In the same way that Facebook will randomly shut down ad accounts. Randomly. They have done this. They have done this. The system is not fair. It's not black and white. Just being honest. All right, I'm going to do one more question that I got to run, guys. But this has been an amazing live. You know, I love and appreciate all of you being here, taking time out of your day. So make it a good one. I see you, Unilum. I see you, bro. I'll check my IG, man. So at what scaling stage do you start to improve the product quality? For me, man, I would be doing like 6 figures a month, to be real with you. Product quality is one of the later things. Like, it depends how shitty it is. Like, if you're getting so many, comments that you need to improve it, then. But like to actually change, like throwing your label on a product, it's pretty simple to do that with your supplier. But literally changing the product itself, that's going to take a lot more time and probably be a lot more expensive. So I'd be doing some numbers, like 6 figures a month before I did that. All right, guys. Gonna hop off. Thank you so much for being here. To everybody who I'm gonna see in Dubai, can't fucking wait, man. You guys are in for a real treat. This is gonna be the best event you have ever been to. Other than that, if you want to apply to for Brand Builders Academy, it's my mentorship program that I own with Alex Fedotov. You guys can hit the first link in the description, apply for that. If you want to check out Get Hooked, if you haven't already, the best software for everything regarding creatives, for you to find them, to spy on your competitors, to build creatives using AI from scratch, all in here. So I highly suggest you guys check it out too. Second link in the description for that one. Other than that, y'all, I'll see y'all later, right? Stay fucking legendary.